What if everything you've ever believed about money is wrong? Not just slightly off, but fundamentally backward. We're taught that money is something to hustle for, stress about, even fear. We're told it's limited, that there's never enough, that we must fight for our piece of it before someone else gets it first. But what if I told you something radically different? Money isn't a prize. It's not a resource that only the lucky or powerful receive. Money is energy. And like all energy, it moves, flows, responds to your frequency. You don't attract money by chance. You attract it when you understand how it works. And more importantly, when you align yourself with its nature. This video will unlock the energy of money, fast with grounded spiritual truth, backed by psychology, and built for real-life transformation. Because once you understand this energetic shift, money won't be something you chase. It'll be something that naturally finds you. If you're ready to stop struggling, start attracting, and finally unlock the wealth that's waiting for you. Let's begin. Let's start with the truth. Money is not paper, coins, or numbers in a bank account. Those are just symbols, representations. At its core, money is energy, a measure of flow, a reflection of the value being exchanged between people, businesses, and systems. In ancient times, we traded goods. Then we moved to coins, then paper. Now, digital numbers we send in seconds. But in every era, what mattered wasn't the format. It was the flow. How energy moved from one person to another in exchange for value. Here's the mistake most people make. They see money as static, something they either have or don't have. But energy is never still. It's always in motion, always responding to intention, attention, and emotion. When you fear money, hoard it, or obsess over its absence, you create energetic resistance. You block the flow. But when you trust, give with confidence, invest with clarity, and focus on expanding rather than contracting, you invite more of it into your life. It's not magic. It's energetic alignment. And it's how people with ease around money keep attracting more, while those in fear keep seeing it slip away. This is why two people can work the same job, in the same market, with the same skill level, and one thrives while the other struggles. It's not luck. It's not fairness. It's frequency. Understanding that money is energy changes the game. Because instead of working harder to chase it, you start working smarter to match it. If money is energy, then your mind is the conductor. But here's the problem. Most people are running subconscious programs that reject wealth before it even arrives. You weren't born with beliefs about money. You absorbed them from your parents, your culture, your schooling, your religion, and your environment. And many of those beliefs were shaped in fear, guilt, or limitation. Think about it. Money doesn't grow on trees. You have to work hard for every dollar. Rich people are greedy. We can't afford that. Wanting more is selfish. Each of these phrases, repeated again and again, becomes a brick in your subconscious wall, blocking abundance without you even realizing it. Here's what you must understand. The subconscious mind doesn't care what's true. It only repeats what's familiar. So if you were raised in scarcity, struggle, or financial tension, you'll keep recreating those patterns, even when you consciously desire more. This is why mindset work is non-negotiable. You cannot attract new levels of wealth with the same mental code that created your current reality. To rewire, start here. Expose the old story. Write out every belief you inherited about money. Where did it come from? Does it serve you? Is it really true? Interrupt the pattern. Catch yourself when you speak or think in scarcity. Say out loud, "That's not my truth anymore." Install new code. Every morning and night, feed your brain new beliefs like, "Money flows to me with ease." "I am safe receiving large amounts of money." "Wealth is a reflection of my alignment." Act in alignment, Beliefs don't stick if your actions contradict them. If you say, money flows easily but panic every time you spend, the subconscious gets confused. Act with calm clarity, even if it's $5. The energy matters. Remember, wealth isn't just what you hold in your hands, it's what you hold in your mind. And once your thoughts align with abundance, the outer world starts reflecting it faster than you think. Money, like water, follows the path of least resistance. It doesn't respond to force, it responds to flow. If you've ever noticed how some people seem to naturally attract wealth without grinding harder than others, it's because they've learned how to align with money's energetic rhythm. Let's be clear. Alignment doesn't mean doing nothing. It means doing what matches the frequency of wealth. And that frequency is built on 4 pillars: clarity, confidence, contribution, and circulation. Let's break those down. 1. Clarity. Money doesn't flow toward confusion. Ask yourself, do you actually know what kind of wealth you want? Not just vague goals like more money, but real tangible clarity? How much do you want to earn this year? What kind of lifestyle supports your energy? What does wealth look like, feel like, and do for you? If you can't clearly define it, you can't energetically attract it. So get specific, write it down, see it, feel it. 2. Confidence. Confidence is the language of abundance. When you speak with hesitation, undersell yourself, or question your worth, you leak the very energy money is drawn to. Confidence doesn't mean arrogance. It means being rooted in your value. The more certain you are that your presence, ideas, and actions matter, the more wealth shows up to support that certainty. 3. Contribution. Money moves in the direction of service. You attract more when you offer more, whether it's wisdom, solutions, creativity, or healing. But here's the secret. It must be energized contribution, not drained obligation. If you give from burnout, money avoids you. If you give from overflow, money amplifies you. 4. Circulation. Holding on too tightly to money, whether through fear, guilt, or scarcity, slows the flow. Yes, save. Be wise. But don't let fear trap energy. Wealth flows best through those who circulate it consciously, investing in their growth, giving generously, and trusting the return. So pause and ask, am I aligned with money's flow, or am I blocking it with fear, doubt, or clutter? Because the truth is, the universe wants to give you more, but it can only match what you're willing to receive. And when you step into the flow, money doesn't just come faster, it comes with ease. Energetic alignment isn't just a mindset, it's a daily practice. If you want money to show up differently, you must start showing up differently. Let's talk practical. These aren't magic spells. They're rituals, repeated habits that condition your mind, emotions, and nervous system to expect and allow wealth. And when done consistently, they shift your identity from someone who wishes to someone who attracts. 1. Morning alignment, 5 minutes. Start your day before the world hijacks your energy. Before the emails, the scroll, the worry, breathe, center, ask, what does abundance feel like today? How would my wealthiest self think, act, speak? Then anchor that feeling, even for just 60 seconds, because the body doesn't know the difference between imagination and reality. When you rehearse wealth energetically, you magnetize it physically. Wealth frequency journaling. Every evening, grab your notebook. Write 3 things. What did I receive today? Money, kindness, opportunity. What wealth-generating idea came through me? What would $10,000 a month me do next? This ritual keeps you focused on what's flowing in, not what's missing. 3. Conscious spending. Every time you spend, even $3 on coffee, say this silently. There's more where that came from. Why? Because it trains your brain to associate spending with trust instead of fear. It's not about recklessness. It's about releasing attachment. Money is just energy. When you release it consciously, it returns expanded. 4. Embodied action. Ask yourself this question daily. What is one small, bold move my wealthiest self would make today? Then do it, immediately. Call the client, start the project, post the idea. Your new identity is built through evidence, not theory. These rituals aren't hard, they don't take hours, but the compound impact over 30 days is massive. You start to feel different, see different, and most importantly, receive different. Because the universe doesn't respond to desperation. It responds to consistency, confidence, and clarity. And these rituals train all three. You don't have to chase money. You don't have to hustle until you burn out. You don't have to be someone you're not just to prove you're worthy of success. The truth is, wealth is already available. Right now. It's not hidden. It's not reserved for the elite. It's waiting for the version of you who finally stops doubting and starts aligning. Here's the most important thing I can tell you. Money is not the goal. Alignment is. Because when you're aligned, money becomes the natural outcome, not the obsession. When your energy is clear, your mind is focused, and your heart is open, money flows in strange and beautiful ways. Unexpected opportunities, effortless connections, sudden shifts in income, ideas that turn into income streams, moments that feel like luck, but aren't. They're resonance. You won't need to convince the world of your worth. You'll live it. You won't beg the universe to provide. You'll partner with it. Because here's the final shift. You are not separate from the energy of money. You are made of the same energy. Creative, expansive, powerful, magnetic. So take a breath. Feel that. Let the fear fall away. Let the guilt dissolve. Let the waiting end. It's time to choose a new story. One where you are not behind, not broken, not unworthy, but ready. Ready to become the person who holds wealth with grace, who circulates it with joy, who creates from overflow, who lives in flow. Because when you unlock the true energy of money, you don't just attract wealth, you become it. If this message resonated, don't just listen, live it. Like, subscribe, and comment, "I'm ready," if you're stepping into alignment today. This is just the beginning. Your wealth is waiting. Now go meet it.